Hi guys, so we hope that everybody's safe at home, healthy, enjoying family. So now this week now we're going to be on our third week for online training. Really hope that you guys are enjoying, having fun, learning some good techniques, still sharp on your jiu-jitsu. So very happy to be teaching the third week of online training. We really wish that we could be here at the academy, everybody training, having fun together. But we have this thing going on, so we're gonna keep doing our online training. If you guys have any questions, anything that you guys want to ask her, any questions about the techniques, you guys can feel free to send any comments or sending any message to us, and then we'll be able to reply to you guys and and give you guys anything that you guys need. Okay, so really hope that you guys have fun, enjoy this third week of online training. For the kids, please make sure that you're in a safe area at home. Make sure that your parents are watching, you're training, you're doing the technique. Have fun with the position, and also be safe. Thank you. What's up, guys? So we're gonna be adding one more warm up that you guys can do it at home. We always do here at the academy. It's really fun, and also it's gonna get you warm to do the techniques or to do some jiu-jitsu at home. So it's gonna get you ready for the positions, the techniques. Okay, so the one that we're gonna do, so we're gonna jump over the person. You're gonna hold on push-up position for 10 seconds, and you're gonna crawl underneath the leg. Okay, so very important to stay safe, to make sure that there is nothing around you, because you're gonna be jumping, and make sure that you control your opponent's height too. So if your opponent is too high, tell them to go lower. Always making sure that you are able to jump over your opponent. Okay, the main goal is to push off on their back, jump over the body, and then you're gonna be on push-up position. You crawl underneath the leg. I'm just gonna show you guys how to do it first. So Kai's gonna be like this, elbows tuck, chin down. So I'm gonna hop over him. So I jump over him. Whenever I get here, I'm gonna go push-up position. So look, I go push-up position. Try to bend your elbows. So you bend your elbows and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Coach Kai would be counting for me, and then I crawl underneath the leg. You don't have to count very slow, so you can count, a little faster. So Coach Kai is there again. So look, things that you have to be careful. First one is the elbow, so you always stuck your elbow. Second one is the chin, so you have to keep your chin down. And the third one, so if his back is too high up, and then you tell like, hey man, it's too high. So they'll tell them to go lower. Coach Kai, go lower, perfect. But always keeping your knees stuck, elbows stuck, so it's easier for you to jump. So I'm gonna do it one more time. So I'm gonna push up on his back and I jump over. So I don't wanna jump on the side. I wanna jump right over Coach Kai. So I push up, jump over. As soon as I get here, I'm gonna go push-up position, bending my elbows. So try to go fast. So you go push-up position, bend your elbows. Coach Kai will be counting for me to make it easier.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good, and then I'm gonna crawl underneath the leg. So I crawl underneath the leg as fast as I can, and I do it again. So usually we do here at the academy 10 times. So you can do maybe 3 sets of 10, or 2 sets of 10. Do until you really get warm, you really get sharp to learn all the techniques that we're teaching you guys. Have fun. Good, so guys, since we are already done with our warm-up, so now we're gonna go for a self-defense sequence. So we're gonna learn how to punch, how to push kick, how to do the breaker fall, and the technical lift. So remember, we always have fun with this. So make sure that you follow all these steps. We're gonna go very slow. I'm gonna teach you guys step by step, little by little first. So just how to punch, how to push kick, how to break or fall, and do the technical lift. So I'm gonna break down the technique step by step, and then I'm gonna show you guys the whole sequence. Okay, so first thing, whenever I'm in a self-defense situation, so remember the first thing that I gotta do, so I gotta speak up, if someone is saying something that I don't like, doing something that they are not supposed to. So the first thing that I should do is tell them to stop. So remember, we'll go for 4 steps. So I tell them to stop. If they don't stop, remember, you just try to move away from them. So that's the second option for you. So you try to move away from the person, but the person is coming close to you again, and saying stuff that you don't like it. So remember, pretend that you don't listen. You don't need to cry. You don't need to argue with the person. You already did what you should do. but the person now is telling you something. So you look for an adult, there's no adults around, and then you can, the person maybe starts to touch you, try to do something, the bully, and then there is nobody around, and then it's time for you to use self-defense. Just to remind everybody about that, all the steps that we have to follow before really trying to use some jiu-jitsu. Okay, so that's one thing that could happen a lot when you're in a self-defense situation. So you might be trying to use punches, kicks, and you might fall on the floor, and you might have to stand up and do the technical lift. So it's a very good sequence for you to be able to defend yourself. Okay, so I'm gonna go first for the whole sequence. So I'm gonna be here on the right stance. I'm gonna do 2 punches, 1, 2. I'm gonna cover my face. I'll do the push kick. After I do my push kick, I'm gonna cross my arms over my shoulders. I'm gonna squat down, do my breaker. As soon as I do my breaker fall here, I have to stand up in a safe way. So I'm gonna use my legs. So I'm gonna bounce my legs up and down so I can sit up using the momentum. And then my hand is gonna be here always to protect myself. So same side that I cover my face, my foot is flat, so I bring my hip up, kick, circle my leg underneath my body, and I'm right back to my right stance. Okay, so now I'm gonna break down the position for you guys in some steps. So first one will be my right stance. So remember, whenever you do your right stance, so your hands should be up, and then you're gonna do a half step to the side, half step back with your strong leg. So your arms should be up here, always protecting yourself, protecting your jaw. So I'm gonna do 2 punches now. So I'm always starting with the jab. So let's say my left leg is forward. So that's the hand that you're gonna be punching. So I'm punching with my left hand first. So it's the jab, 1. Pay attention, whenever I punch, I rotate my hip and I bring my hand back to my jaw. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So you punch, bring your hand back. Punch, bring your hand back. So after you punch, you're gonna cover your face to protect yourself again, and you're gonna do the push kick. Push kick should be with your front leg. Now with your back one, so just to keep the distance. So I cover my face, little step forward with my back leg, so I go 1, now I bring my front leg up, push kick. Now we're gonna work on our breaker fall. So I cross my arms over my shoulder, my chin should be down my chest. So remember, I have to fall safe. Cannot post my hand on the mat, cannot keep my chin up, so my chin should be down the whole time. You cross your arms, chin down, and then you roll back, you fall back. Slap the mat as hard as you can. Okay, so you can break your fall. So now I'm gonna sit up. So again, I'm using my legs. So I'm not trying to sit up like this, it's slow. So I have to use my legs. So look, my legs will help me to sit up. So now I'm covering my face here to protect myself all the time. Same side that I cover my face, my foot should be flat on the mat. Like this, 1, 2, and my right leg is flat on the mat and my hand is on the mat so I can have a good balance. So now I bring my hip up, kick, and I'm gonna circle my leg underneath my body. So if I try to bring my leg this way, it's impossible. So I have to circle under my body here. So I draw a circle on the mat, and my main goal is not to put my hand on the mat. So if I put my hand on the mat and I try to stand up like this, and I'm in a self-defense situation, someone might come and kick me. So I have to always keep looking forward and protecting myself. So hip up, kick, circle, and you get right back to your right stance. Okay, I really hope you guys enjoy this drill so you guys can keep practice, doing this over and over. Maybe do 10 to 20 times, keep practicing, do with mom and dad. Maybe you can even have someone right in front of you so you can practice the punch. You can punch their hand here. You can push kick, their leg in an easy way. So if you're doing it with your brother, with someone, with anyone, with dad and mom, gotta make sure that you do easy, don't do hard. And if you're doing the breaker fall, if you're gonna fall, so make sure that you do this in a safe place. Maybe if you have some mats at home, maybe doing your bed, so you guys can enjoy, this little drill that we'll be doing. Okay. Hi guys. So this week we're gonna be doing a self-defense week. You guys will be learning a lot of techniques from self-defense. One thing I'm gonna break down first, so how you have to deal. Remember, every time that we learn a self-defense position here at the academy, I like to remind you guys how you have to act when a bully is trying to hurt you, when a bully is trying to do something to you. The 4 steps that you guys can try to follow to make sure that you only use your self-defense when you really have to. You cannot just use self-defense if someone is saying something that you don't like, So you really have to know the time to use self-defense in a real situation, okay? Because it can be very dangerous. You can hurt someone really bad with the jiu-jitsu, So you have to make sure that you use it at the right time. Okay, so our first step, whenever someone comes to you, let's say you at school, and then a kid comes to you and he says something that you don't like. Let's say the kid call you a name that you don't like, that you don't like it. The first thing that you're gonna do, that we always say, what you gotta do? You gotta tell the person that's talking to you, say, hey, I don't like what you're saying. Could you please stop? I don't like that. But let's say the person keeps saying that. He keeps saying that. Now the second step, the person keeps saying the same thing. They keep calling you names. You don't like it. Should you cry about it? Should hit them? No. Just be cool, pretend that you're not listening, and you move away from that person. So try to move away from that person. That's our second step. You're ready? Use your words. It didn't work. Person keeps saying, you move away from them. Now the third step. So let's say third step now. That person came close to you again. He was following you. He came close to you, and now he's just being a little bit more, talking more and more and more. So you try to look for a teacher. There's no teacher around you. There's nobody, no adults around you. No one that can help you. You already did the third step. So now the kid's being more aggressive. The fourth step, the kid's being more aggressive. Now the kid starts to touch you. Now it's time to use self-defense. There was no adults around, nobody that that could help you, nobody that could do something about this. The kid starts to push you or do something. Now it's time to use some self-defense. Okay, so make sure that you follow all these steps that we always talk about it. So you can be safe, and you can make sure that you only use jiu-jitsu whenever you really need to. Okay, so jiu-jitsu is about controlling yourself, so you really have to know how to control yourself, how to relax in a hard situation. You cannot just react. Someone's doing something that you don't like, you cannot just go there and hit them, so you gotta learn how to calm down, how to talk to the person, use your words first. So that's what the jiu-jitsu teaches you. Teach you how to stay calm in a difficult situation. Okay, so really hope you guys understand that. Always following these steps, and I really hope you guys enjoy our self-defense week. Thank you. Good. So now we're going for our last position, for our fifth technique for the week. Okay, so this one now that we're going to learn, it's going to be how to block the wide punch, how to take them down, a headlock takedown, plus knee on the belly. Okay, so you guys learned on the last one how to dodge the punch, which is the straight punch here, and the jab and the straight punch. So we're learning how to dodge those punches. So now it's going to be like a more like a self-defense situation. That one is very rarely to see someone fighting in a street fight doing like a good punch. Usually people that know how to fight, usually they don't fight. They don't get in a fight because they know how to control themselves. They're very humble, so they really are more mellow, more calm. So they really know how to handle the situation. Okay, so this one is a wild punch. So it's this one here. So people just throw their head down and they punch like crazy. Okay, so very easy to defend, very easy to block this punch. So we're learning how to block, how to take them down the headlock, knee on the belly. Okay, I'm going to show you guys the whole thing. So we're here, 3 punches, 1, 2, 3. So I block, I trap the arm. It's going to throw another punch. 1, I block again, step, hug the head, rotate my body, bring my hip out, take my partner down, push, knee on the belly. Don't mess with me, leave me alone. Okay, so now again, now we're going to break down, we'll go slow. Okay, so again, we get on our right stance here, like we were talking on the last video here. Always, half step to the side, half step back with your strong leg. Your arms are up here. Bully's going to throw the punch on you. So very important whenever they throw the punch. Look what I'm going to do. I'm going to open my hand. I bring my hand to my ear. And I glue my arm on my head. I got to keep it tight. And notice that my other hand is right by my jaw. Not keeping down, so I have to protect my whole face. So I keep it here. If I keep my hand far away from my head and I'm just like this, and he punches me there, I'm going to hit myself. So I have to make sure that I'm opening my hand and I'm locking my elbow, okay, so I won't feel that punch much. Okay, so he's gonna do 3 of those, and remember, I go 1, 2, 3. You see how I pivot, how I turn my body to block it? And I'm always keep looking forward, always. So he's gonna go for the punches. 1, 2, 3. On the last punch, I'm gonna trap his arm. So same side that he threw the last punch, look, I trap the arm. 1, and now he'll be throwing another punch there too. So I block the punch too. Now with the hand that I block the punch, I'm gonna hug his head and I'm gonna rotate my body. See, I hug the head, I rotate my body. Now I'm squatting down and then I'm gonna extend my leg to lift him up. Now I'm rotating my upper body and I'm not gonna let go my partner. I'm gonna pull his arm up. So look, I pull his arm up so he'll fall safe. He will do his breaker fall. So now I'm pushing his shoulder down, getting my knee on the belly, and I'll tell him, don't mess with me, leave me alone. Okay? So one more time again, from this angle here, so we are on the right stance. So he goes, 1, 2, 3. Trap the arm, you see how my arm goes over. Okay, now from here, look, he's gonna throw another punch. I block, same side that I block, step forward, get it. Right in between his leg with my left leg. My arm, look, goes all the way around the head. It's a headlock takedown. So your arm should be around the head here, and your hand's gonna be right behind his shoulder. So now I rotate my body. I'm not trying to rotate my partner. I'm rotating my body to get the angle, to get the takedown. Squat down, extend my leg, pick him up, take him down, push his shoulder, knee on the belly, and I'll tell him, don't mess with me, leave me alone. Okay, so good, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this week, all the self-defense techniques that we worked. You know, I really hope that you guys can learn a lot from these positions. And if you guys, you know, have any time that you guys have to use that, I'm pretty sure you guys will be more than ready to defend yourself. Okay? Make sure that you guys send the videos. We start the challenge for this week. Don't forget, send the video to us. For each day that you send the video, you're gonna get a dot on your card, so it's gonna be really fun. It's challenging, you know, so really hope that you guys can do that. Okay, take care, be safe. Good, guys. So since you guys did a good class, you guys behaved well, worked hard on class, you know, did your best on class, you're gonna play a game. So what game would you guys like to play today?
Clap game! Clap game!
Okay, we're gonna play the clap game today.
Yeah! Let's go!
Splat out, everybody splat out. Good, splat out. So look, I'm gonna explain the rules first. Okay, so Coach Kalia will go in the front here, so she's gonna show you guys how to do it. So if I clap my hand 1 time, Kalia will lay down. If I clap 2 times, Kalia will stand up. And if you do it wrong, you're out of the game. You go to the line, you tie a belt, and you be on the line. Okay, so I'm gonna show her first, you guys first how to do it. So 1 time lay down, 2 times you stand up. So let's say I clap 2 times and she's standing, she will move. Then if I clap 1 time, she'll go down. But let's say she's down already and I clap once, she won't move. She only will move if I clap twice. Okay, are you guys ready?
Yeah!
Yes.
Oh my God, man, are you guys ready?
Yes!
Very good, very good, very good. So we're gonna go. Olive's out. Santa, you out. Olive's out. Amadeus out. Pachita's out. Incredible is out. Incredible Pachita.